In January, we did my annual 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance program where we looked at one thing you could do each day. Well, we're back with the Compliance Tip of the Day. This is the podcast where we bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. In the chaotic world of 2025 and beyond, compliance will become even more important, and you staying on top of your game will help your company move forward. Now, a word from the sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, Ethico.
If you're a compliance officer, middle managers are crucial in getting your programs from you to your frontline employees. But how do we activate those managers and get them on our side? Ethico's new Middle Manager Toolkit equips you with the skills needed to empower your managers, to promote a culture where ethical behavior thrives and employees feel empowered to speak up. Learn how to turn frontline managers into ethical leaders with our new white paper, Empowering Middle Managers as Ethics Champions. And did I mention you can get the whole toolkit for free? Head to ethico.com to download the full toolkit today.
Today we conclude our three-part series on leveraging Agentic AI by looking at the issue of trust and privacy and ethical accountability. Trust is the bedrock upon which all successful technology implementations are built. And when it comes to Agentic AI, trust is not just a nice to have, it's non-negotiable. For the compliance professional, fostering trust in AI systems is a dual challenge, balancing the excitement of innovation with the ethical and regulatory responsibilities that come with it. Even without trust, even the most sophisticated AI systems can fail to deliver their promised value, leaving organizations exposed to legal, reputation, and operational risks. The cornerstone of trust lies in its three critical areas: data integrity, transparency and explainability, and regulatory alignment. Data integrity. AI agents are only as reliable as the data they process, garbage in, garbage out. When compliance professionals champion high quality, unbiased, unified data, they provide a strong foundation for trust. 2, transparency and explainability, demystifying the black box. One of the most common concerns about AI, particularly Agentic AI, is its black box quality. How did the system arrive at a specific decision? Was it fair? Transparency and explainability are not technical features, they are trust-building tools. And number 3, regulatory alignment, staying ahead of the curve. As Agentic AI continues to evolve, so will regulatory landscapes. The regulatory landscape. Compliance professionals have a unique role to play in translating complex regulatory requirements into actionable strategies. What's the compass for responsible AI? Well, that comes from building ethical guardrails. Transparency in decision-making, risk mitigation, human escalation pathways, and privacy protections are key here. The adoption of Agentic AI systems marks a transformative moment for compliance professionals and the corporate compliance function. By embedding trust in every aspect of AI deployment through data integrity, transparency, regulatory alignment, and ethical guardrails, compliance teams can help their organizations become strategic partners in your overall AI journey. So what are today's 3 key takeaways? Well, as we said, number 1, data integrity, build AI on a solid foundation. Number 2, transparency and explainability, demystify the black box. And number 3, regulatory alignment, staying ahead of the regulation curve. This means not simply just regulations, but also enforcement action. So if you're an FCPA or other similar legal compliance issues, you need to be aware of the enforcement actions, non-prosecution agreements, etc. This is Tom Fox again. This new podcast, Compliance Tip of the Day, will appear daily. And frankly, it's one of the most requested topics for a podcast that I get on a regular basis. It's going to be short and sweet with one tip with some takeaways that you can utilize to implement into your compliance program. If you've got a question that you would like a tip on, please submit them through our website, and we will use them in an upcoming episode. The compliance tip of the day is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network. Finally, this podcast contains promotional material.